Hi everyone, the skills we're looking at in this video are the different types of throw. So the first one is the chest throw, so just throwing it from your chest, two hands, and doing it with different trajectories. So throwing it straight in front of you, throwing it down to the ground for a bounce pass, or throwing it straight up into the air. Next progression then is moving on to the underarm throw. So starting with our youngest kids, throwing with two arms underarm. Good way for them to get used to doing this is throwing it over their head, so they have to throw underarm if they're going to throw it over their head. Little challenge for kids at home: if there was a high fence or a wall at home, to be able to throw underarm over the fence. Next one then is throwing underarm with one hand. So this is the foundations for the hand pass in football and hurling. So being able to throw underarm is really important with one hand. So you're starting out with your 2 feet together, then moving it on to having one foot in front, so the opposite foot to the throwing hand should be in front, and then moving it on to be able to step in and throw at the same time. The reason it's the opposite foot is in front when throwing underarm is in order to keep balance, and as well as to have space for your hand to move through when you're throwing. Next one then is the overarm throw, so starting out with our soccer throw in with two hands, so a ball goes behind your head and you're throwing it forward. Next progression then is to be able to do it with one hand, so when you're throwing one hand with your overarm throw, the ball starts beside your ear or just behind your ear, and then you're progressing on just like the underarm throw with the opposite foot in front as balance. The overarm throw is the basis for the claw catch as well, or the reach catch in football, so being able to do this is important. And then stepping forward, having your hand out as a target, so you're aiming for where you want to hit, and then progressing it on to being able to step in and throw it at the same time. Kids will be well able to do this with their pencil hand, but they might struggle to do it with their catching hand, so practicing to be able to do it with both hands is really important. And the final progression then for the one-handed overarm throw is being able to throw it with your opposite foot in front, your guide hand in front, and then when you throw it, the hand that you're throwing with is able to finish down across beside the opposite knee. What I said before, being able to do it off both sides is really important as well, so being able to do all these skills off both hands is really crucial. The final type of throw then is the sidearm throw. So the sidearm throw is really important for long fist passes in football to your left ear to your right, or also it's the basis of the strike in hurling. So being able to do it, first of all, looking at a wall, so that your hand should be out at 90 degrees and you're just throwing it at the wall. Next progression then is your shoulders to the target and you're just throwing it off the wall. And then finally you're able to do it, you're bringing your arm back to swing and you're stepping in with the opposite foot. The big thing you're looking at here is you want them swinging across their body. So where you're looking at where their hand starts and where it finishes, it's like drawing a straight line that's parallel to the ground through the middle of their body. And then trying to get a bit lower down once they get good at it is being able to do it when they get low. Last progression then is to be able to do it like our strike, so run, turn, skip and strike. It's the exact same thing. The progression with the feet movement is the same thing as the swing and hurling, so being able to do it with a throw would get the kids used to being able to do that movement. And then finally, as we said before, being able to do both of these things with left and right hand, so once they're well able to do it on one side, can we progress them on to being able to do it with the other. Most kids will really struggle to do this on their non-dominant side, so once they've mastered their dominant side, challenging them to be able to do it on their non-dominant. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video.